is July 24th, and this is the phenomenal lavender. So it's way past its prime. It still smells wonderful. And I think today I'm going to prune it back. And you certainly don't have to prune it back this early in the season. But our falls become very, very busy. We grow corn and soybeans, and so September is just a madhouse getting all of our crops in, and then of course soybeans we have to harvest in October. So a lot of the fall garden chores totally get forgotten because we're just too busy, and I don't see any reason why I can't go ahead and do some things now so that I don't have to. And one thing about lavender, this is the phenomenal lavender, is that if you don't prune it, it can get really woody. And when it gets woody, it starts sending lateral woody branches, and then it becomes sort of bald in the center, and I don't really want that look. I kind of want it to look like nice little silver green mounds around this lamppost. So I'm going to go ahead and prune it back, and the first step would be I'm just going to get all of these tall spikes that actually hold the flowers. I'm going to cut those down, and then I'm going to kind of look in there, and you can see there is some woody parts, and already you kind of can see there that woody part. If I get into that, there's a possibility that it may not send new shoots. You can kind of see the way I pruned it last time. So I'm probably going to go and leave about an inch of this new growth so that it has some living, well, it's all living, but so it has some newer growth for next spring for it to sprout from. So if I don't do this and I just continue to let it grow, it's just going to get more and more bald on the inside and end up looking very unkept. So I'm going to go get some pruners and a kneeling pad, and going to go ahead and prune this. This lavender is absolutely beautiful in the winter. It stays evergreen. We're a zone 7A, but I think this one is a zone 5 hardiness zone. So it's just absolutely beautiful year-round, and I want it to continue to look beautiful. So we're going to go get that and get to work. Well, this happens to be the busiest little plant that I have, although it's not little. But it is absolutely loaded with bumblebees. I've got a little honeybee. Don't know if you can see him. He's like right. See if I can zoom in on him. He's like camera shy. It's a little honeybee there. But this lavender is just amazing. I've been looking at it for weeks, thinking it has reached its peak performance, but it's still prettier today than it was yesterday. It's a big old bee. And then there's little bumblebees, which I believe are the smaller ones. I think that's a wood bee. He's huge. But I mean, it's probably got 20 various pollinators on here. And it is just a gorgeous form. And the camera does not do it justice, because it is, the color is so vibrant, and it's not showing up on the video. And there's just buzzing everywhere. I don't know if you can hear it, but I want more of this phenomenal lavender. I'm standing here and I can smell it and I haven't even touched it. So it's got a wonderful fragrance. It loves full sun. It's an evergreen for us here in zone 6B/7A in southwestern Kentucky. Beautiful silver foliage in the winter. It stays that way all winter long. The color is beautiful. It's strong. We had really bad storms with wind. So before I go, I kind of want to show you some lavender that has not been pruned in a long time. And it's a head coat lavender, but it's, basically probably behaves exactly the same way as the phenomenal lavender. But you can kind of see and hear how woody and bare. You can see where the growth kind of starts here on this limb. Starts, gosh, a foot off the ground. And if I were to cut that way back, I'm afraid I would probably kill it. I don't know that it would, because you can see on that woody stem, it does have some new growth here. So it's possible that it may take off. The way I look at it is, it doesn't look good the way it is. So what harm would I do if I, killed it? I guess I just have to plant something else there. Got a beautiful bloom on it. It smells so wonderful. But so you can see, if you don't prune it back, it just continues to grow these long woody stems, and they kind of lay over, and you have these bald spots in the center, which is really what I'm trying to avoid. So I just wanted to show you that, and now I'll show you what the lavender looks like that I pruned and put some mulch around it. Okay, so here it is with the mulch. I put a little bit of compost down, but I ran out, so I just put a little bit of mulch around it. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it really doesn't look that bad. It's amazing what mulch can do. Be interesting to see if down in here, if that will sort of fill in, or will it stay open like that. Hopefully it will fill in. I probably could have cut it back a little bit further, but I was a little bit scared to do that. So we'll just kind of see what happens with it, and maybe learn from our experience.